Hey there, it's Patmos, and nice of you to join me for a new episode with Ostriv. I'll get time going. We'll start off at speed 2 and see if we can do something about all the people that don't have enough food, although it's probably just a thing that they need to buy some, which they should be able to. Got a messenger in. Let's see, anything we can buy or sell? Oh, we can sell a little bit of honey, but I don't know why. Ooh, we can sell 500. Oh, we can only sell 117. Well, let's do that. That's fine. Anything else we can sell? No leather, no textile we can sell. So, clothing, not so much. Sunflower oil, maybe, but I'm keeping that for myself for now. Few potatoes. Well, we have plenty. So let's sell a few potatoes then. Deal. Alright, that's it. We don't need to buy anything, I believe, so this is fine. So we need to do some patching up in the city here and there. Now, as you can see, these are slowly just moving around, which means that every now and then a family just needs to buy some food, but they're probably really busy. So as you can see here, there's food in here, so there's no problem. They can buy different types of food, or at least they should be able to. So I'm not going to worry about it that much. See, people are having food now. So we are going to, for instance, build a warehouse in this area, because I think that's something we need. Because for instance right here we have a lot of quick lime. Here we do produce a lot of lime. We actually reached the production limit, so they're not doing anything. And I think it can be very good to just store some, so that we have some stuff available close by. And perhaps we even need a second one for this, but I don't think this just keeps functioning, so that's fine. But we could really use some... Ooh, there's the horse carts, by the way, bringing in all the resources. That's cool. They can bring in a lot of stuff at one go, so that helps speed up production. 2 horse wagons, very good. But yeah, we really need to focus on storing some stuff so we can produce better. Now, thanks to a few of you watching and doing a very good job. No manager, that's a problem. Come on, let's bring in a manager. I now know that flax will also give me linseed. And, well, I've been playing this for more than a year already, this game, so all the new stuff sometimes just doesn't stick to mind. And that could be a problem. But now that I know that, we can, for instance, change this and set it up for 500 linseed and no wheat, and that way we can save some wheat and still feed all the animals, and that's what we're going to do. So let's bring in some linseed and make sure that we feed all these horses without using up the wheat that we need for other stuff. And perhaps there's more things where we can do that. So these just require hay and water, so that is fine. But I do believe chickens also eat wheat, and if we can supply them with a little bit of linseed, we'll do this by the way, then that could mean that we save some wheat, and that could be very handy. Because then we can use up all the wheat for the flour production, and I think if we can produce a little bit more flour, that'll be good for us. Now, what the soil is exhausted. Well, that's a problem. Although it doesn't say it is exhausted, so that's interesting. Something went wrong there, I guess. Well, at least we have good production here. I just don't know why it would be depleted all of a sudden. And if we look at it, oh, that's not what I wanted to do. If we look at the buckwheat, it doesn't need that much, so it should be fine, I guess. Yeah, we can produce buckwheat. So apparently it says that, but that's not completely true, and we can still get the buckwheat out of it. So let's do that. It just needs to switch to the next year, I think, and then things should be fine. Now, I told you guys that I would get into the 5-crop rotation system and show it off this time, and I did work a bit on it, but I have to experiment a little bit more on it to show you the proper way. So it'll be next episode, I think. I'm very sorry about that. But I don't want to show you guys things that just simply don't work, especially if I looked at it. And that is a thing that I'm looking at. So I'm not just going to show it because I think it might work and then it doesn't. So I just need a little bit more time with that. Hope you all don't get too mad with me. Right, let's place a few benches here. People to sit on. And perhaps put in a gazebo somewhere so that they have a resting place and gathering place. Do I have enough wells here? I don't know. I don't see any. There probably are, but... well, let's make sure. So, for instance, we can build a well on this side. And one on this side. That can really help out. Alright, there it comes. Perfect, 2 more wells. There's also none here, so should be one here as well. Make sure that everyone has what he needs. Alright, let's continue. They are about to build this, so that's good. Let's speed up a bit because, well, I think most of the lag comes in winter time, so perhaps then we have to slow down a bit. But for now, things can be rather okay, just the way it is right now. Alright, so a few of our animals will now have the need for linseed, so perhaps... oh, we have quite a bit of wheat here. We can store up to 20,000, so let's store linseed here as well. If we still have some, otherwise we can't select it. No, I can't select it at the moment. Or does it go in the normal warehouse? That's also a probability. There is linseed here, so we should be able to store it. Thing is, you have to store it in a normal warehouse, which is, I guess, okay. Although I would think we'd store it in a normal warehouse. Alright, let's get some lime in here. The maximum is 10,000. So let's set it to, I'd say, 5,000. So that we at least have some in there. And perhaps we should also set it to have some quick lime. Just in case. And perhaps some charcoal. Because that's what's needed a lot in here. And we'll get 1 person in. That should do the trick. We got another messenger in from that Kachi. Alright, let's sell some charcoal, make some extra money. We have enough in export stock, so let's sell some honey. No raspberries, no clothing, because, well, we do have clothing, but I'm not going to sell it yet. Just want to keep it for ourselves. Well, we can sell 500 shoes. Deal. Alright, that's it. That's fine for now. We need some iron ore, of course, because we want to keep producing right here. Although it is working, so... yeah, we don't have iron ore in store. We have plenty of iron and plenty of nails, etc. So that's all fine. As long as we can keep producing, it's okay. So things look better for now. This one got a manager again. That's good. There comes the snow. Let's hope we don't get too much lag now. Alright, so we need a normal warehouse for the linseed to fit in. I think we can put it in this one, because there's not too much in there. All we need to store is like 2,500, because we won't have more than that. And... yeah, let's do the hiring options apply to all, so all will have the same. And that probably means that they can store it here and spread it out from here. And that's a good thing. There's our oil workshop. It also reached its maximum capacity, so perhaps we can sell a little bit more sunflower oil at a few points. Where I think that can be a real benefit. We have... yes, let's put in sunflower oil. If we can, yes. And we'll put some in here as well. I'd say up to 500. That should do the trick. Oh, that'll be good. I think in these they're already selling the alcohol, so all slots are full, but that's fine. Do we have a slot available here? No, they're also selling alcohol, so that's not going to be an option. I think we already sell it here. Yeah, sunflower oil, perfect. So that works. We can store a little bit more here, perhaps. Yeah, let's do it like that. All right. Well, this seems to work, and we seem to experience some lag again. So let's hope it can keep continuing the way it is. We'll see. I'm going to slow it down anyway, because we have to plan a few more buildings, because we're not building anything yet. All we can hope for is that the snow goes away pretty quickly. Does this storage work? Oh yes, it works. And now these places can, yeah, they can actually continue their production, which is very nice. Although this one needs quite a bit of water. I'm wondering where they will get that. They will get it from there. So let's skip that one for production. And I think we should build a platform here that they can use for water. I think that's for the best. All right. And now let's see, what should we do? Well, we do have a nice open spot here, so if we build houses here, they can be built pretty quickly. So let's start working on that. Now, I do want village houses with a garden, because I think people growing their own food can be of real benefit. Let's turn it a bit. There we go. I'm going to do it like this. Starting on this side, yes. Let's give them a little bit of room. I'm not really going to adjust the size, because I don't see a good reason for it. Now, of course, people can argue, oh, you're not using the different sizes of the garden, why not? Well, it just takes up a lot of time. And I really don't know why I would do that. Now we'll make some sort of square here. Or, no, not on this side. We'll do it a little bit further out. We will make some sort of a square again. For a granary and gazebo, etc. For now, we'll just build a few more houses. Because that's also something that we really need. Because we want more people in, of course. And this is the way to do it, building extra homes. Alright. Well, this is a good amount of homes, I think. A messenger from Derkachi again. Well, let's sell some charcoal. Though we do have plenty of it. Let's buy some iron ore, and that's about it. I think it should be fine. Alright, so now we got a good building queue going on. I think we should immediately set up the wells for this place, so that they can have enough water here. Appears that the water quality is right, so let's make sure everyone has some water. We can already plant some trees. Let's plant a few spruce trees right here in the middle. Create some sort of an alley. I think that would be nice. Give the people some fresh oxygen, etc. Well, that should do the trick. That's a lot of stuff to be built, but that's okay. And then we can maybe invest in some extra farmland. For instance, start to produce a little bit extra linseed. And along with that, flax, of course. I do believe we have plenty of hennep. Yeah, we have 120,000 hennep. So the Weaver's Workshop is going with that and does a very good job. I don't think we are actually storing linen. So that's a thing we can add, perhaps. Or textile. We're not really storing any textile, and if we do, they can produce a lot more again. So let's start working on a warehouse to store some textiles. Do need to find a good spot for it, but this could be a very good spot. So let's build it right here. Let's move it up right there, because I want it done quickly, so that we can store some of the linen. As you can see, a lot of these things are full, so if these can keep producing, which they aren't a lot right now, that could be very good. There's people living, we have firewood stored all over the place. How much firewood do we have? 70,000, so that should do the trick for a little while. This is still working very good, I like it a lot. Plenty of alcohol, so nothing to worry about there. This is still working, we don't see any people having trouble finding homes, etc., or buying stuff, and everyone has food, so that all seems sorted out. So let's see. Alright, this is good. We got a new horse. So perhaps soon we can make 2 extra draft horses. And we have 3 horse wagons running around our town. I do think they work pretty well, so later on we'll build an extra one. Yes, are producing salt in good amounts. Ah, construction completed, the warehouse. Alright, well, let's do this first. Apply to all and apply to all. And then in this one we will store textile. There it is. Well, we'll start off at 5,000 and then we'll see. At least now they can keep producing textile all the time, which is very good. Should use up a lot more of the hennep and flax that we have abundant, so that should work out. And perhaps we can even choose more clothing then. So don't forget to store your stuff in good places, because that's important. Alright, I'm going to place P3 for this month, because then we can get to a new month. Now hopefully the game doesn't crash, and of course we can make up some time, because we used to do a little over a year when we started the game in one episode that I record in half an hour. But right now, as you can see, we started off in September. We only did half a year and it's already almost 20 minutes. It's 17 minutes now. So it would be nice if we could continue on a faster pace. But as you can see by all the people moving, and luckily for you, you don't hear my computer making all these noises, it has a pretty tough time. This is interesting, because these two are just doing the same thing, and that's not supposed to happen. There's something went wrong here. Something went completely wrong. We'll keep it like this for now, but this is not how it is supposed to be. Alright, another messenger from that Kachi. The same guy keeps coming back. He wants our stuff. Well, that's fine. I do think that we produce plenty of sunflowers. So perhaps we need to store a little bit more sunflower oil again. So let's store 1,000 here, so that we can keep producing. We have plenty of sunflowers. Almost 5,000, so let's produce a bit more. And perhaps, for instance, if we look at this, we can see that there's not a lot of cucumbers coming in. So we could, if I find them, change out the cucumbers for sunflower oil. Do the same here. And then we can start selling some sunflower oil right there. Make money on it, and people will have more different things to use. Alright, we're nearing the end of winter, which is good. I'm hoping the lag will go away then. In the meantime, they are really building these houses here, so that's coming together nicely. Oh yeah, things are starting to move more smooth again. So it's just a winter thing. For now at least. Messenger from Mereva. Well, should we sell some flax? I don't think so, because we are actually going to use more of that right now. Flour, buckwheat, sunflower oil. Yeah, I don't really want to sell anything, and we don't need it. We don't need to buy anything as well. So yeah, let's just keep it like this. It's fine. New family settling in town. A child has been born. They should be able to do this, so we'll see. Yeah, things run smoothly again. Perfect. Now, all the farms are starting to work again, which is obviously very nice. Ah, they planted the trees. That looks cool. So should I just get 3 extra fields here and then, I don't know, build an extra farm? We could just try it. Although, I would have to seek out how long it can be for 50 units. Alright, it can be something like this. So let's do it like this. 50 units. It's too long. Alright, well, let's do it like this. Let's try and make it as long as we can. 50, 50, 50. Perfect, that's one. Let's add another field to it. Then we can do an extra farm, get some extra linseed. And if we have the extra linseed, we might be able to get, I don't know, some extra chickens or something like that. Perfect. We add another field. And then we can produce more meat and eggs, which can be quite a good resource actually. Yeah, that's a bit too long. I was thinking about it. Still too long, but only a little bit, so. Alright, that's fine. That's 3 fields, so let's get going with a farm. Place the farm. Yeah, we'll place it right here. Alright. Now let's go to our chickens. Wow, we do build a big town. We did build a big town. That's very nice. Alright. Our chickens can feed on linseed, buckwheat and wheat. Now we have plenty of buckwheat. So perhaps if we can just produce buckwheat and linseed on this farm, we could do very nice. So let's just try and set it up. If we produce buckwheat and flax. Oh, those two don't go together, so we'll have to think about what to do then. Well, we can do wheat and flax. That can work together. So wheat, flax, nothing. Nothing, wheat and flax. And then we produce flax, nothing, wheat. Alright, so that should do the trick. Let's move up this farm because I want that built straight away. And then we do produce some extra wheat, which we can use. We are actually... Let me check. Do we have... No, we have wheat in store, but we don't have any... Yeah, so I totally forgot the name. Let's see. Yeah, they are producing what they need. We have no flour in store. Oh, we do 60 now. So yeah, we can use the extra stuff and maybe build an extra farm. I just couldn't find the word flour. That's crazy. Alright, so they're going to build this farm. Then they also need to build an extra windmill along with it. Perhaps 2. Because it will produce a lot of flour. Or a lot of wheat. And of course linseed. Messenger from Pennywood. Alright, let's buy some iron ore. Deal. Let's see, anything we can sell. Well, we have sunflower oil, but we're not going to sell that. We're not going to sell flour. We're not going to sell clothing. We're going to sell warm clothing, not broad clothing. Although we do have all of them, so that's a good thing to see. Carrots, no, that's all fine. We're not going to sell anything. So let's hope next year we can get what we need. This is working out nice. Although they produce a lot of bulls. Oh, interesting, but I think we should go past all of our other farms and see what we can do there. So we have a lot of old sheep and we have a few youngsters. But, oh yeah, we do have rams, so that's cool. 2, alright, let's get rid of these 2. But we should probably... No, I'm not going to slaughter the old ones because they will do that as soon as they need to. And it's not completely filled up right now, so that's good. We can keep it like this. Now let's check this. We have a 3-year-old bull and a 1-year-old bull, so this one can go. Only one 1-year-old bull, so that's fine. We have a 2-year-old, 2-year-old, there's a 1. Oops, no. This one needs to go. Just 1 bull is enough, so let's get rid of all the 1-year-old bulls. That's providing us with some meat. Ooh, there's a lot of 1-year-old bulls. Interestingly enough. Well, this should provide us with a good amount of meat, getting rid of all the bulls. Yep, That works. Still the same messenger. Do we need to buy some alcohol, actually? No, we have plenty, so we don't have to do that. Alright. Ah, the windmill is also done, and the farm is done. So we'll start here. Apply to all, and apply to all. Now, we link these farms to this one. Then we should activate them all. Yes, there they go. Perfect. Now they can still do a little bit of sewing. That's perfect. Don't know how much they can do, but probably a little bit, so that's fine. Let's get a manager. Let's not supply for oxen because we won't be using any. This is very good because they're doing a great deal of sewing still. Yeah, and now they got a manager as well. Perfect. So they can do a little harvest this year. Alright, let's get workers in. Start producing some stuff. Ah, message from Derkachi again. Alright, that's a deal. And that's a deal. Perfect. Alright, so that went well. Got this done pretty quick. Still have a few open vacancies, but that's fine. They're not really that important. It's probably because of all the hay barracks that need people. That they have open jobs and they can fulfill that at any point. Alright, so we got extra fisheries as well. Totally forgot about them. Let's start producing some extra fish. Now the boats can come in. And we do this, apply to all. And well, they don't need any salt, but apply to all. Let's see. Right, the people are slowly coming in. Now the boats need to come in. But it's already telling me that boats need repairing. And I doubt these two can do all the work. Oh, there's one extra. Alright, so they should be able to do the trick then. Yeah, they should be producing plenty now. So hopefully they can bring some boats here. Still a little short of people, but we can handle that. Plenty of hay in store, so that's no problem. I'd say things look okay. So we did expand a bit, and most of all got a few extra industries working harder because of the storing that we do now. So we probably already stored quite a bit of textile, yeah. And now these can keep producing, so the amount of hennep that we have will slowly start to decline. Or maybe we are just using more that we produce now, and that's a good thing, so let's keep it that way. And perhaps we can now start to invest in the chickens that we want, because we do have plenty of buckwheat. And we can just feed them linseed. Now let me check something. Because sheep... Ooh, messenger. Let's see, Horilka. We have only... So let's buy another 2,000. Buckwheat, sheepskin, wool, iron ore, iron. I do think we have most of this available in good amounts. We are using more food, so we'll have to keep that in mind. We are actually starting to use more food. We had a lot more potatoes available to us at this time last year, so well, we are growing, so that's probably why. We can still do fine. We have plenty of food available, but a little bit more would be nice. So I'm not going to sell anymore. So sheep only use hay and water, which is pretty cheap. These use buckwheat, linseed and wheat. Now we do have a good amount of buckwheat. Question is, do we really have enough or do we need more? I think we have enough for the moment, so we can go with a few extra chickens. But I'm not 100% sure. So I'm going to build 2 chicken coos anyway, and then we can see if it's enough. If not, then we can adjust that, I think, in time. So let's find the chicken coop. Alright, we're not going to place them ideally, but we'll build one here. And we'll build one here. That's 2. Let's move them up. I think we should move these up as well to make sure that they have all the water close by, because right now they don't. So let's do it like this. There they come, building the chicken coop, or at least delivering the materials, so that's good. And that should mean that we really produce extra food. Alright, they didn't grow that far, but that's fine. At least we get some food out of it. And really some good linseed, so that's nice. Well, it's also been over half an hour, so I'm going to end this episode right here. We did quite well, I guess. So, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. If you still have one wonderful clue or tip for me, please let me know in the comment section. And of course, anything else you want to say is also very welcome. And thanks for all of those that already subscribed to my channel. That's really highly appreciated. Thanks for all the support. And of course, I hope to see you in another video. Thank you very much. Bye bye.